The TikTok ban is still a really bad idea. I have some ideas here in notes that I'm going to share with you today on why I think it's a really bad idea, and I hope it does not completely go through and is reformed. Number one, people need to be able to ferret out bad ideas from good ones. That's freedom, especially kids. Kids need to be able to debate any kind of ideas regardless of what they are, and social media plays a role in that. Number two, kids need to learn why communism and fascism are simply bad concepts. Another idea here is travel. Travel in our world now is completely global. People are going to see TikTok all over the world anyway. You can't totally stop it because most countries are not doing this. Personally, I'm well traveled within the whole United States and a big chunk of Canada, namely Ontario, but about a third of this country travels globally on a regular basis because of things like jobs, employment, self-employment, and possibly even family. So they're going to see TikTok on computers anyway all over the world. That may be as much as at least 20% of this nation travels globally on a regular basis. Another idea is many people here are going to flock to Red Note if you allow the TikTok ban to stay stable or to essentially to stay in effect. Red Note is more pro-China than TikTok. It's a massive negative effect or externality that people are going to flock to Red Note rather than TikTok due to the TikTok ban. So it really makes little or no sense. Another big problem with this, or the really big problematic result of this in my view, is a lot of people are going to go out of business. A lot of people depend on TikTok for an income. There's many Americans that make anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 a year off TikTok based on my research. If it goes away, they are going to go under, and there's going to be big results from this that are not positive in my opinion. One of them is some of these people might be forced onto social programs like Medicaid and welfare because they won't be able to support themselves anymore. Many people may have to go into early retirement, which is already happening because of this. These are not good. It means you have less taxes going into the government is what would probably happen. Another thing is many of these people are already on there probably because of ageism and age discrimination and need this to have a job. It gives them an income. Without TikTok, they are not going to have an income at an older age. This makes no sense. There's basically not a lot of job options anymore in this country. We have a country of 350 million people, which means you have a workforce of probably about a couple hundred million. Those job options that are good now tend to be in more narrow areas in our society, which is a big problem. Social media is becoming a large demographic or a large sector of the self-employment market. And so is TikTok. This ban will hurt a lot of people. It's going to take away a lot of people's income. It doesn't make a lot of sense. You want as many people paying taxes as you possibly can in any society. You want to have that. Another big problem is glitches on social media and the internet. I'm not convinced that by banning TikTok, people are not going to see it. How effective will it be? Who knows? I don't think it's really that enforceable. You have glitches on the internet, glitches on social media, and I still think you're going to have a certain percentage of our population that is going to see it anyway, as I stated earlier, because the internet and technology is not perfect. The ban makes no sense. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. It's free to subscribe.